Hi, welcome to my channel. It's my first do-it-yourself video with some instruction, but mostly just watching and taking away what you will. I am no expert. I'm handy, but I'm not skilled. So this may not be correct, but it worked for my situation, which was building a bridge from the top of our hill to our playset. Right here I'm taking a 12-foot 2x4 12-footer treated lumber, cutting it into 3 4-footers to use for my joist, which I'm going to take 2 10-footers 2x4. I know normally you would use 2x6s for a large span, but this is the support kids, 4 or 5 feet off the ground, and I only need it to last 4 or 5 years. As my youngest is 7, so by the time she's 11 or 12, I'm sure she'll be tired of the playset. And then to go into my burn pile. But here I'm gluing the 2 10-footers with a support piece, 4-foot piece, and then I'll bolt that together and do some extra screws. Let that set for a while. So I'm going to make 3. It's a 4-foot span, 4-foot wide. Like normally you would do them, every 16 inches, but these won't be that bad. It'll work. I was done. I tested. Me and my neighbor walked across it, jumped across it. It's pretty sturdy, like I said. It's just for smaller kids. And it works for my use. Will it pass a inspection? No, but no inspection needed when it's in your backyard. Yep, hurry up. Drill, drill, drill. Pilot drills, and I'll drill 3/8-inch holes or 3/8-inch carriage bolts. There's 2 of them set in place. I also put a timber in the ground for a footer. I use some 4x4s and 2x4s, and a brace across to support my joist. And then I used 1-inch by 6-inch wide planks for my decking. Spaced them 3/4 inches apart using another board. Made it quicker. Now, because this is a riparian buffer zone, I cannot use concrete in the ground. So I dug a hole, put a brick underneath it to support my 4x4, covered it up, and then bolted it to my cross beams. And then for some aesthetics, I wanted to use string. At first I thought string might work as a the safety rails, but it's just too flimsy and too many gaps. I would have had to use way too much rope, so it's pretty much just aesthetics. I think it came out nice. And I used a camouflage colored rope, 3/8 inch. Then I wrapped it around the ends, kind of like on a dock. Again, just for aesthetics. And pulled it tight. I drilled holes through my post. And I took some leftover string and I made some connectors in the middle, for lack of a better term. And there it is before the railing. And it's 20 feet across from the top of the hill to the top of the playset. And here's the final look. Just use some 2x4s for top railing. And I used 1x4s at the bottom, just to keep feet from accidentally slipping off. There it is. Place is down by the creek. We've had a lot of rain, so it's very muddy down there. And I cut up some stumps, made little wood stepping stones, so they don't have to track through the mud. There's our creek. Used to be a lot more trees before they tore them down and redirected the creek as it was eroding away our yards, but now it's good. So, good luck on your project. I don't know if this helps, but I had fun doing it, and I had lots of time during the pandemic. Kept me busy. It's really muddy in there, a little clubhouse. I'll put a platform down there for them. Braced it with some 45s underneath. I think it'll hold up. Maybe a year from now I'll come back and say, hey, it didn't hold up. they enjoy it.